Hey Wilson folks, I'm going to show you a couple quick tricks to get your learning targets or your I can statements on every slide. I know that I'm in the habit of having a slide at the beginning of my presentations like this one that shows my I can statements. Now the challenge with this is that if a student is daydreaming or if they look away for a minute, they might miss I can statements and then be a little lost in the focus of the lesson. So one way to get these on every page or on every slide is to put them on the master. So to alter the master, we go to View and then to Master. And this brings us to a new page where we can alter the top level master here, which would put the statements on every slide, or we could alter the master of individual layouts. So I'm going to alter the top level master, which will change every slide in the presentation. So I'm going to insert a table, and then I think I want them down at the bottom. So I'm going to move it down to the bottom, and you could have your essential question down here, and you could have your learning targets or your I can statements. And then we now have these on every slide. Down at the bottom, you have your essential question, you could type it in there, and your I can statements. Now, one challenge that you might run into if you do it this way is for some reason you might have a different I can statement or a different essential question for individual lessons within a unit, but you're still using the same slideshow. Now, in that case, what you would want to do is you would want to have your learning targets on each slide, because here, now that it's part of the master, you can't edit it on individual slides. You have to go back to the master, and then that edits it for all slides. So to put your learning targets on each individual slide, what you would do is you would just insert a table on that individual slide. I'd like to have mine at the bottom. So again, I'll have my essential question and then my I can statement. And every time you would reuse this essential question or I can statement, you could just copy and paste this box onto each individual slide. And then if you need to change it later in the presentation for different elements of the lesson, you would be able to.